Oh, hello. I've just come home, was out shopping for the weekend after work. It's a perfectly balmy 1.2 outside, or about 9 in here. You might be able to see my breath. It's supposed to go down to minus bloody 5 in the early hours. For those of you who speak ancient, that's 34 outside, 48 inside, and 23 tomorrow morning. Outside, obviously. I hope. But I might be persuaded to let the fan heater give a quick puff so it isn't entirely glacial. As it's now the 1st of December, it's that time of year again. And in addition to all of the advent calendars, as normal, I've made a crappy title animation I'll inflict upon you every day of this advent. Here you go for the first viewing, while I have some more tea. Old school stop motion for the win, huh? Just need to sort out much better illumination so that the green screen stuff actually works. I'll probably say that for what's behind me as well. Anyway, it was proposed to be that I would have 3 advent calendars. The traditional celebrations, with the built-in Hunt the Bounty game. A Kit Kat because, well, it looked kind of cool. And obviously the Playmobil. The Playmobil is horses. Something to do with horses. I didn't fancy the pink fairy princess thing, can you blame me? The bank robber was meh, and I think I've already done the rest. So horses it is. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. And now, let's just take a little moment to appreciate the irony of this "Let's Act More Responsibly" logo on a box full of plastic bits made by a company whose little plastic people greatly outnumber actual people. As for acting responsibly, I can't help but think that a good way to help the environment is to stop blowing shit up. Enough with the wars and bloodshed already. I hope for a day when people agree the right thing to do isn't kaboom, but more like planting trees, unplugging the TV when it's not in use, not leaving the computer on, and only boiling as much water as is necessary for a cup of tea and not an entire kettle full. Which reminds me. Of course, the rich assholes will still fly their private jets and pretty much negate anything any one of us can do in our entire lives. But there's more of us little people than them. Together we can make changes. It just starts by not lending our support to parties that favour the rich. Really, they don't need yet another tax break. When schools and hospitals are nearing a state of actual collapse, social assistance and healthcare are increasingly unfit for service, and the price of everything has gone up, but your wages haven't. The solution to that is not less taxation, or starting wars, or blaming migrants, legal or otherwise. So, when I was shopping, I noticed that advent calendars were marked end of line and half price. I giggled at a woman walking by with a pile of them. And, and, and. No, Rick. No. No. You didn't. Well, actually, yeah, I kinda did. Oh, look. Even more chocolate. Whee! Milka. And more Milka. And Lint Teddy. So, let's get things started, shall we? First, some more tea. Because, Because it's very cold in here, I'm going to whip through them, to be honest. And I'm not going to eat the chocolates immediately. I'm going to put them on this plate here and eat them with probably porridge or something that I'm going to make in a couple of minutes. Just to be obtuse, I'm going to do them in reverse order, so you won't know if it's a bounty until the very end. Here's Lint. There's number 1. Can I get it open? It opens that way. Little red ball. Milka. Number 1 is up here. Bigger pink ball. The other Milka. Number 1 is way over here. And it looks like an ice skate. No, roller skate. Close enough. Playmobil, what we came for. That's quite a nice picture, actually. And number 1 is this one here. Which is the person. Open her up. Thin, isn't she? Freeze her ass off in this place. Kit Kat. Number 1 is right here, which opens on the other side. And it is, surprise, surprise, a Kit Kat. It feels like it might be a Kit Kat something. I'll open it in just a moment. And finally, Celebrations. And it's right at the very top. Opens back. This is all for right-handed people, you know. And it's not a bounty, I can tell you that right away. It is a lump of chocolate galaxy. Before I go, let's have a look at what this Kit Kat is. It's a Kit Kat stocking with biscuit in it. Bye bye.